Over the course of this semester, I have been able to watch myself grow in terms of disciplinary literacy. At the beginning of the semester, I entered this course blind and unfamiliar with the term disciplinary literacy, but now I can define it in my own terms and plan and implement a unit of instruction and assess the effectiveness of that instruction. Since this class was titled Genre Disciplinary Literacy, I assumed this course would cover the different genres within literacy. I came to class the first day and was asked to define disciplinary literacy. I was lost. My first definition was, disciplinary literacy has something to do with all aspects of literacy, specifically reading and writing, the ability to do so, and how it intertwines with other subjects. I now define disciplinary literacy as the ability to listen, talk, read, and write as a historian, mathematician, scientist, or even writer. My definition of disciplinary literacy has evolved through course readings and developing and implementing our own unit of disciplinary literacy for 4th graders at Slade Elementary. As we began planning our unit, we worked whole to part, first selecting an inquiry question and then creating the daily instruction and adjusting it to fit the needs of our students, taking into account the 5 design principles. In attempt to developing our own inquiry question, we brought in a history expert, Mark Helmsing. He helped us develop an inquiry question that was meaningful, narrow, and applied to the standards. How did the Plains Indians live in the 1800s when Wyoming became a state? We plan to integrate literacy skills throughout the unit, choosing only 1 or 2 literacy tools as a starting point. We engaged students in a read aloud and played travel music on the first day to promote listening skills. As lessons progressed, literacy skills did too. Students were able to write in their journals as historians might, as well as read informational text through the lens of a historian. By providing historical activities, students were allowed to analyze primary sources and look at historical evidence regarding the Plains Indians, much as historians might look at authentic sources. Next, we designed student learning goals that we could assess each day and adjust our instruction to meet the needs of our students. Doing this allowed us to support higher-level thinking skills and make conceptually challenging work, as a disciplinary literacy unit suggests. Our unit engaged all instruction with a disciplinary purpose. Our instruction required us to study similarities and differences between the Plains Indians, using steps and approaches that mimicked the scientific method. We collected data in a focused way and learned what historians do and how they do it. A combination of texts regarding the Plains Indians and creating a stimulating environment to engage students in the lesson, we imitated the disciplinary literacy lesson taught on pirates as discussed in Frey's article. We were able to formatively assess our students' learning as well as our teaching effectiveness, as the students' learning was continually revisited, and we adjusted our instruction accordingly depending on the day. Many of our lesson objectives appeared in multiple days of instruction. Each day began with a review, while students were then able to read historical images using the OPAL strategy and compare and contrast across tribes and their cultural characteristics, just as historians would. Historical texts are unique in comparison to other disciplines. We taught students how to read informational texts by modeling the purpose of headings and subheadings, which in turn helped improve their comprehension skills as well as their disciplinary thinking.
created using Powtoon.